What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bryce with the Real Squad.
And it's your boy out here with the Real Squad.
And today, like I said, we are bringing you Oppenheimer. I did not have the pleasure of seeing this. Al saw it. I'm going to be a stick in the mud, and I'm going to wait until that IMAX 70mm and just, try to get the full experience. But we here, man. Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. I'm going to go ahead and let Al take this one. What you think? What's your initial thoughts? You fresh out.
Thoughts, it was way too long. Way too long.
What's the runtime?
3 hours long.
Ooh.
I didn't get out that thing till like 2 a.m.
Oh damn.
Yes.
That's crazy. And they was having like 1 a.m. shows and shit.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So you literally the next day you about to get out the theater.
Golly.
Also, if you're looking for excitement, it's not your movie. If you're looking just for a great movie with great, Christopher Nolan, great cinematography, great how he moves the camera around filming certain scenes, then this is your type of movie. I can see how people would love this if you just like the process of making movies and you can see the movie. But if you're looking for any excitement or any type of anything else besides just a great movie, then
I would assume it would kind of be like a sit on the edge of your seat type of movie because of what it's leading up to. But other than but you saying like Christopher Nolan was in his form as far as directing, like the directing was on point.
Yeah, the directing was on point.
Okay.
It's definitely a history lesson. I'll put it like that. It's like you sitting in history class and you learning everything about this man's life. From the time he was an adult or when he was a young adult to the time he was an older adult.
Who, Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer, yeah.
See, I prefer like movies as far as like, I just wish we had movies like this because we kind of did. We had some movies that was cool, like Roots or something like that. I'd rather watch Roots or, some movie form of history so I can get like a better understanding. It'll hit harder instead of having to read and not really be fully in there. You know what I mean? Especially like growing up. But that's why I be fucking with movies like this, because like the history lesson is kind of like putting it in perspective. Did it do that for you?
It put it in perspective, but it's just something that I wouldn't necessarily want to know about. You know what I mean?
You ain't tripping off the atomic bomb?
Not that part of it. So we've already had, obviously, World War II movies. We've had, even Christopher Nolan had, I think he did Dunkirk, right?
Yeah, he did Dunkirk.
So that was a different part of the war. Then we had the In the Trenches war. This is like the nerdy side of how the atomic bomb or the H bomb all came, and then it's like kind of like court cases and stuff, and it's just a lot of dialogue.
It's the technical side of things.
Yeah, it's a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of nerdy, but it's also because like I said, Christopher Nolan was in his bag as a director. It's not nerdy to the point where you're not going to understand it. He put it into like a perspective to where you can understand everything that the scientists are talking about.
Layman's terms.
Exactly. Even though it's still some like nerdy, he they do equations and all that stuff that we just don't understand. But it gives it to you in a, because obviously he's not just doing equations around scientists. It's like Matt Damon's in it. He's playing like a general.
Okay.
And he's able to explain it to Matt Damon, which is really just explaining it to us.
Was it it was a lot of A-list actors in here, huh?
Yeah, it was a lot. Robert Downey Jr. was in it.
Okay, yeah, I seen him in the trailer. I was wondering if he played a decent role.
Yeah.
Is there a particular character that stood out the most to you?
Nah,
not really.
Nah, they all did really well. Like, it was a very well acted movie.
Cillian Murphy did fine as Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he was great. Did
they give him an accent or no?
Well, he's from New York. He's a New York Jew, so he's not really, he's not really.
Okay. All right, I got you. So 3 hours, a little bit too long, but the directing was on point.
Yeah, it was a great movie. It's just there's no excitement. Like, if you're looking for excitement or any like surprise wow, or what I mean,
I guess it might be like a different form of excitement as far as like not like action scenes, but more so anticipation. Maybe if you're into it, maybe.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is, like I said, it's about the making of the atomic bomb. they was trying to beat Hitler. You know, like I said in the trailer.
It's a race against time.
So the whole first part of the movie, you feel that. Like, that's what I mean about Christopher Nolan. He makes it so it's kind of like it almost feels rushed, but you can tell that it's a director thing. Like, he's making you feel like there is not enough time, and he has everything's just moving forward.
Okay.
So, but after you get past that part, like the whole movie's kind of like that, because it's all a race. Like, it's kind of like the movie's like a race to see who gets the atomic bomb first, and then he portrays that very well in the way he directed it.
Okay. I heard, rumor has it that it's I don't want to say a decent amount of sex scenes, but it's a graphic sex scene in here.
Yeah, there's a couple sex scenes for sure.
Okay. Because the movie apparently is rated R for sure.
For sure. The sex scenes are like I could see how for an actor and an actress they would be very awkward. Like, the sex scenes are like,
I think people were tripping off Florence Pugh. I think it's his is it supposed to be like his ex-wife or his wife at the time?
They didn't show anything with her. They showed with like his mistress, Robert Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy's mistress, who, like, they have kind of like a side relationship.
So
but it's confusing. Like, I can't really explain it without going into, I mean, I guess I could explain it, because, you know, Russia is like communist, and obviously back in those days they had a communist party. So the whole movie is him trying to basically not get involved with the communists, and because he's trying to be a part of this Manhattan Project.
Oh, they brought that up.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like,
oh, okay.
Manhattan, Los Alamos, where they actually built the atomic bomb. It's all in history. Like, it's just a huge history lesson.
So I guess my main question, like, at the end of the day, would you rather learn about this in school or be able to watch this movie?
Oh man, that's a good question. That is a great question. This particular part of the whole situation, because like I said earlier, we had war movies where they go.
Because it's not initially a war movie.
It's not a war movie. Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, that's a great question, and I'd rather watch the movie than sit in class and listen to some teacher talk about like how E equals MC squared, or like.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm still super excited to see it. I want to see, like I said, the IMAX 70mm. I want to get the whole full turn up experience. But I am afraid of that 3-hour runtime. That is terrifying.
I will say IMAX made a huge difference. If you see it in standard, it might come off a little boring.
How was the theater experience as a whole? Was it people in there catting off?
People was dead silent. Like, everybody was dead silent. The dude next to me actually got up and left like midway through the movie.
Oh,
because
shit.
Like I said, it's not exciting. It's almost, it can be like, to some people I could see how it would be boring. Like, if you're not like a super movie enthusiast, or if you're not like a history buff, or if you don't have no interest in science at all. Like, it could come off as boring. But for me, I enjoyed just the whole director direction of the movie. Like, how Christopher Nolan was framing certain shots. So it
was a beautiful movie.
It was I wouldn't say beautiful, but it was a nice how he put it together. Like, because it wasn't like super like extravagant shots with like, they had a couple, but there wasn't like super cinematography like landscapes. Because Los Alamos is in New Mexico, so it's like a desert.
I got you. Well, I'll say this before I let you give it a rating. I fuck with period pieces hard, and I am when it comes to history, I'm pretty much always interested on what I don't know, or getting a better perspective of what happened in the past. So this movie might be more up my alley as far as the type of movie it is, but I can come out feeling the exact same way as you. But
so like with Barbie, like, remember we were saying with Barbie is like all about the patriarchy and like how white men blah blah blah. This one is the exact opposite. This is like glorifying the white man. Like, yeah, we created the atomic bomb, but it's also showing Oppenheimer's humanity and how he felt about it afterwards. Because, you know, the atomic bomb killed a whole bunch of people. So you had to live with that. And it shows how he felt about it after it happened.
All right. You want to give it a rating then?
Yeah. I will give it a real deal 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good then.
Yeah. No, it's a good movie. Like I said, the only thing I have is it's way too long. Like, way too long. Like, it's 3 hours plus credits and trailers.
Yeah, when you get the prestige of what Christopher Nolan can do, they usually just, you know, throw him in the money. We like, do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. With trailers, it's like 3.5 hours.
Oh shit.
So I mean, you damn near there for 4 hours. So and I didn't have no snacks because I went to go see it. Like, y'all know, Barbie came out this weekend and the theater was absolutely packed. The line for snacks was way at the theaters, like way in the back. Like, you know, where AMC,
yeah,
how it's like in the front, and then you could, like, theaters over here.
Yeah,
the line was way like by the bathrooms, bro. Like, it was crazy. Like, I couldn't get no snacks. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, this weekend went absolutely crazy as far as Barbie and Oppenheimer. I think Barbie hit like 155 mil so far. I think Oppenheimer is at 80 mil. But yeah, it's been packed. Like I said, everything's been sold out. I think Barbie's getting the word of mouth out there, and I think there's a lot of people dressing up to go out there to see that movie too.
Yeah. As far as a movie though, I give it an 8.5, somewhere in between there. Like, just as far as the pure direction. Entertainment wise, man, it wasn't entertaining at all. I don't even want to rate it that. I don't even want to do it like that, because it was no entertainment. Like, the whole movie, you just waiting to see the explosion.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll stop you there. I'll stop you there. All right. Well, if you guys plan on seeing Oppenheimer, or if you did see Oppenheimer, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts. Make sure you do that YouTube thing. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Always hit that
notification bell
so you can be up to date on when we drop a podcast or a review. And, you know, whatever movie comes out next, I would have probably seen Oppenheimer by that time. And at the end of our next review, I'll just share my quick thoughts. Nothing crazy, but appreciate you guys, man. It's been real. Hey, man, we out here like the bomb. Peace.